Hello my lovelies and welcome back to Sondering Tarot. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. This is your daily tarot reading for the 11th of August 2024. We'll be using the Stardust Wanderer Tarot for today's daily tarot reading. That's listed in the description box down below. Anyway, let's see what's going on for everyone. Alright, my lovelies, I have all your cards out on the table. We only have one major arcana, so things are pretty minor energy-wise, and we don't have a lot of cards. But the best part of your day, we start off with the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Wands in the reverse, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. I get the impression that either somebody's overstepped, either stepped on your toes or you stepped on theirs. Maybe boundaries have been crossed. Somewhere along the way, you're not seeing eye to eye with someone. Your perspectives are a little different. And this could be romantic as well as platonic. I know we have the Knight of Cups here, but it resonates as both. So this could be a friend, this could be a coworker, it could be a family member, it could literally be a lover, it could be a spouse, a child of yours. So take that part as it resonates. It is a general reading, so please do take what resonates, leave the rest. But the good news is that despite any ill feelings or unintentional hurt going on, we have this opportunity and ability to reconnect and make this relationship better. And I say this as a relationship wise because we also have one synchronicity for today. We have 222, which is most generally relationships, and it's interesting how this is showing up on the table right now, and that's exactly what this is. So we're mending, we're making amends. Somebody's making amends. Somebody's compromising. Someone's altering or shifting their perspective enough. Somebody's willing to meet you halfway, or at least hopefully that is the wish from the energy I am feeling. Anyway, the worst part of your day is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. How's this going to go? It's either going to go good or it's going to go bad. This might be what you're actually stressed about, is what do I do? What's the right choice? How do I keep the give and take of the relationship, the ebb and flow, the interactions with this person in a balance without going overboard and them getting mad at me, or me inadvertently stepping on their toes and them getting pissed at me, and that's not what I intended. So we're thinking about things. Alright, so we do have options. Now, whether or not we do anything after, realizing that there needs to be recompense, there needs to be a balance, there needs to be choices made, that is something else entirely. Unfortunately, that's the pitfall for the day. You could get stuck in almost an analysis paralysis type of mode and not do anything about it. Just because we realize, hey, probably we should do something, doesn't mean we'll do it. And that is your choice to make. And you are free to make it. I have to say that. You have free will. You can totally ignore me, you can listen to me, or you can do whatever the heck you want. Why? Because it's your life. But our obstacle, or how to get over our obstacle, we start off with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. The High Priestess. The Six of Swords in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. The Six of Cups in the reverse. And the Queen of Wands. Okay, yeah, this is how to get over your obstacle. And it's actually some obvious but really sage advice. Because a lot of us don't like to compromise. We don't like to admit when we're wrong. We don't want to admit defeat. Some of us are very, very stubborn. I'm guilty of that one. Okay. So just remember, if you ever feel like I'm pointing fingers at you, chances are I'm pointing fingers at me too. So, it's all fair. But sometimes we have to realize that we're not always right. We have to let go of feeling like we're right, that we're self-entitled, that our viewpoint is the only viewpoint, and that our viewpoint is the truth. So everyone else automatically has to be wrong. So beware that other pitfall of being stubborn and having that my way or the highway attitude. Do what I say, not as I do, kind of looking down your nose, snobbery type kind of energy. This is not the best way to go about it. Releasing that energy, yes. In a situation that's clearly not moving forward, it's not progressing, to let go of what you see as the truth. Let go of your perspective. Be willing to compromise is more beneficial to all parties involved, because we're letting go of the past and we're making room for something better to enter. We're leveling the playing field and the power between both parties by being willing to compromise, to see life from their point of view. They say it's one thing to tell somebody about their life, but it's another thing to walk a mile in their shoes. And being able to do that, to put down your perception and relinquish the fact that you may not be right and see it from their viewpoint, is a very powerful thing. And it also does create an energy where something new can happen. Things might orchestrate differently. We might see things differently. They might see things differently, because if we're willing to do that, then they might actually be willing to do that in return. Now, which party is going to do that first remains to be seen. That's all based on the choices you make. And just remember, because you have free will, so does the other party. And not everyone's willing to compromise. So whether or not this is you needing to let go of your perception, or maybe theirs, it might be more prudent for you to be the first one to maybe take that baby step forward, regardless of feelings or the situation. Because sometimes we forget in our need to be right, our need to be correct, that a lot of times we hold on to that because of our own pride, our own ego. And this is an instance where it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't feel like that big of a deal. And the fact that we only have one major arcana on the table says it's not that big of a deal. It's something minute. It's something probably petty. It's, in the grand scheme of things, not a do or die situation. So laying down your sword and not being aggressive about a situation and go, okay, how do they see it then? What's going on? And you start to think. You start to shift your reality. You let go of your truth. You start seeing it from their point of view. And it's amazing what you end up seeing sometimes, or understanding. Not only about how maybe other people see you, but how they see the world. Because their reality is different from yours. Everyone creates their own reality. So maybe from their perspective, you did a flux pass. But to you, you did nothing wrong. Letting go of your perception means maybe you'll be able to see from their viewpoint of, yeah, I could see where maybe they could have misconstrued or mistaken that and gotten upset because they thought I meant that I did it intentionally, and I didn't. See where I'm going with this? This is how compromising and making amends is beneficial, not only to foster relationships that are beneficial to you and are great, but being able to salvage and repair one. Hold on just a sec. But being able to salvage and repair one is something that we all need to learn. Interacting with others. And depending on if this is family, personal, business, romantic, platonic, there's so many different ways this energy goes. So take that as it resonates. But whether it's a business relationship or a personal one, we all kind of have to learn how to interact and get along with other people, especially other personality types, and those who have different opinions. It's always great to debate, but there's a difference between debating and fighting. So there's certain fine lines in the sand, and this is us realizing, okay, maybe I just stepped on somebody's boundary because I didn't know it was there. So now we have to mind the boundary. Maybe that's your compromise of going, okay, I know what I did. It's because I stepped over that line. I didn't know that was there. Sorry. I'll do my best to not do that again. Sometimes that's all it takes. An apology. Or an acknowledgement. An acceptance of how somebody else feels because of something you did or said. And that could go vice versa. That goes both ways. So there's this compromising, making amends energy for the day. Okay, so we're trying to improve relationships. The potential to improve them is there. And I did have all your cards, by the way. Everything here adds up to 52, which also reduces to 7 in numerology, which is the mind and creativity. Yeah, this is us learning to think about a perspective other than our own. This is us using our mind to realize how somebody else may perceive or feel about something, as well as hopefully relinquishing our own truth, our own perspective of it. Why? Because we each create a narrative in our head, and if we stay in the stubborn standpoint that our narrative is the truth and the only truth, that can backfire in a very big way. So sometimes we have to learn how to open our mind and change that, to be unbiased and observe something and see if we can get more facts, and then maybe make a decision about it based on new information that we've learned. And those of you that do like the astrology portion, the moon in Scorpio sextiles Venus and Virgo, yeah, make a compromise with someone or something that has been vexing you, and you haven't been able to find a way out. Meeting in the middle is likely the best way forward. Kind of what we see here. Alright, my lovelies, if this did resonate for you, by all means, give me a thumbs up, and if it doesn't, that's okay. It's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.